Welcome to my channel, Cooking with Manual Focus. Today, we're going to be making some absolutely delicious spare ribs.
And it's a reason why I like spare ribs. It's one, it's the price. Two, is the amount of meat, right?
You get the rib tips, the actual rib, all that. So I'm going to get you in the game.
We're going to get these on that smoker, 275 degrees, and we're going to let them ride out.
And we got an absolutely delicious barbecue sauce that we're going to glaze it with, and then you're going to be in the game, fam. Hey, let's go down to this workstation and let's focus on this recipe.
And you can see right here, hey, these are $2.34 per pound. Baby back ribs, St. Louis style ribs, you're going to pay much more. So let's get these out. We're going to get them seasoned up and we're going to get them on that smoker. All right, fam, so we got the spare rib out of its package. I'm going to take the skirt, right? So I'm going to remove the skirt. We'll take off all this excess fat underneath, just because you don't want to be eating on globs of fat. A little bit of fat is fine, fat is flavor, but you don't want a bunch of fat where it's not enjoyable. So we'll take, like I said, a little bit off, and then the rest will render down during the cooking process, the smoking process, and we'll be in the game, fam. Now we got this front side of this rib, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lift this up, and then we're gonna score this fat right here, just like so. Take that off, because again, that'll just be like globs of fat when you bite into your rib or whatnot, and you don't want that. You want an absolutely delicious, meaty bite of rib every time that you bite into your rib. So we'll do that. Finish getting these trimmed up to where we want them, and then we'll be in the game. The only other thing that I would do is just take this little loose piece off right here, because that's real thin. That will burn in the smoking process, and again, that's something that we don't want. So I'm gonna finish this up, and I'm gonna come back and see you once I get everything to where I like it. What I'm gonna do, turn these on the back side. I like to season my backs first. Now, again, this is gonna be the non-presentation side. So you wanna get this seasoned first. We'll flip these ribs over and we'll get that front side, that presentation side done. And then we'll be in the game, fam. And don't forget to hit your sides, because you don't want no bare piece of meat in that smoker. So get those sides, the fronts, make sure that you season your meat nice and generous. And then what you can do is flip those sides like so, and then get all that seasoning on your board. Now what I'm going with today is a honey barbecue rub. Hey, you can see that paprika, look at that color right there. Hey, it's gonna give this that nice little red look for the ribs. And fam, we're gonna be in the game. Got that other rack, hey, we're gonna get that one ready. Now we gotta place this on the smoker, 275 degrees. Hey, we got these flies out today, so I'm not gonna hold them out. We're gonna let these sweat a little bit, put them on the smoker, and we're gonna be in the game. Now let's do a little recap on my second set of ribs. Now I'm taking off the membrane. This is going to give it an opportunity to get more seasoning, penetration, and smoke. Now I'm going to take that flap off. Like I said, that'll burn up in the smoking process. Now really what I want to show you is this right here. This side of the spare rib, it's a bunch of fat. And as you can see, as I'm cutting here, this right here will not run down in the smoking process. And then right underneath this flap of meat right here, it's like a huge pocket of fat. So you want to take that off, and then, you know what I'm saying, just get it trimmed up. And then after that, hey, you just get that thing seasoned up, get it ready to go in that smoker. And then once it's ready to go, hey, let these sit out, let them sweat a little bit, and then you're gonna see, you know, these ribs turn like a good nice candy red color, and then you'll be in the game, fam. All right, fam, we got these coals nice and hot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick me a couple pieces of hickory wood in here, and we're gonna get us a little flame going. Hey, they ready to go on the smoker. Hey, I let them sit out for a little bit, and you can see that color from that paprika. So we getting the smoker ready to go. We're not quite ready, so we want to get this at 275, and then we'll place these ribs on that smoker. So once Now we're sitting at about 250 degrees. This smoker continue to get up to where I want it to be. So that's not gonna be like a game changer, game breaker, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get these ribs situated on this grill while the smoker continues to come up the temp. Hey, look at these right here. I mean, they look absolutely gorgeous already. So let's let this hood down, because if you're looking, you ain't cooking. Now I love me a good saucy rib, so let's focus on this honey bourbon barbecue sauce. All right, fam, I'm gonna teach you how to make some absolutely delicious bourbon barbecue sauce. Hey, we're going in with some ketchup, and I'm gonna do about 2 cups worth. Now what I am using, I'm using 50% less sugar and sodium, because we're gonna be adding sugar into this barbecue sauce. I'm gonna go in with about 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. Then we going in with our bourbon, and we're gonna hit it with about 1 cup of it. Then I'm going in with a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder. Then we're gonna go in with some honey, because we're gonna be working over some ribs, or you can put this on chicken too. This will be absolutely delicious barbecue sauce for both. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey, and this will give it that glaze effect, you know, that candy paint, candy finish that you're looking for. And then last thing, what I'm gonna add, hey, this is about 1/3 of an orange, and we're gonna squeeze just a little bit of orange, fresh orange juice in there, like so. Give it a little bit of citrus notes. All right, so we got this up. You can see it is boiling pretty good now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and reduce my heat to about like a low, almost to like a low medium, not quite on the low. And then we're gonna let this cook until it reduces down the remainder of the way. And as you can see, it's starting to thicken up. We in the game. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this from the heat, and you can see right here, I'm gonna bring it up to you. You already see where it's reduced down a good bit. And then look at the thickness of it right here. So this is ready to go. This is what you want. And then it'll continue to thicken as it cools. And fam, this will be an absolutely delicious bourbon barbecue sauce. Now we just made us a delicious barbecue sauce, but let's focus on these ribs. All right, fam, it's been about a little bit over an hour and 15 minutes, and look at these ribs right here. So as you can see, hey, it's a little bit dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of that apple cider vinegar. But look at that color on those ribs, fam. It looks absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna come hit it with that apple cider vinegar, keeping them a little moist. Hey, like so. And we're gonna drop this top, and we're gonna let these ribs roll out. Now that barbecue sauce is cooled enough where we can bottle this up, and it's done thicken up. Hey, we're in the game, fam. And there you have it, fam. You got your absolutely delicious bourbon honey barbecue sauce. All right, we got a little rain showers in the area. Now what I want to do is, we've been running about a couple hours. I want to get us a little temperature in these ribs. You can see we're sitting at about 169 on that rack, and about 167 on that one also. Now, what I want to do is I want to spritz these one more time. We want to keep that fire going. Like I said, we do got some showers in the area, but that won't stop us from smoking these ribs up. Now let me let this thing down, because again, you looking, you ain't cooking. All right, fam, we coming along great. And I said I wanted to go about 195 or so. Hey, we'll get a little temp. Hey, this is where we're sitting at. And to be honest with you, like right now would be the perfect time to start saucing them. But what you really want to do is you want to see like how tender they are. And this is feeling like real good down here. That's feeling good. So this is a perfect time to sauce. I got to get these sauce real quick before it starts pouring again. So we just gonna take a little barbecue sauce. But we'll let these tack up for about 15 minutes, get these off the grill, and then we'll bring them inside because it's about to pour down raining. Hey, but they looking good and they smelling good, fam. Alright, it's coming down, but these ribs are good to go. Look at these right here. Hey, I'm gonna get them off the smoker, get them in the house. We in the game, fam. We got these ribs off the smoker. Like I said, rain, sleet, snow, sunshine ain't gonna stop us from smoking. These look absolutely amazing. Got a great color on them, that mahogany color. Hey, let me bring one up to you. I know I couldn't get it on the smoker shot, but you can see it right there. Nice, it's flexible. Hey, you already know. Hey, this thing ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these off, and then I'm gonna slice one, and then we're gonna give it a taste test. Now with these spare ribs right here, now you got the rib tips, and then you got the actual ribs. So again, like I said, this is more meat if you like it that way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little cleaver here, and then just go into these ribs like that, and then just make some cuts. And let me bring one up to you and take a look at this. Hey, look how juicy this rib is right there. Oh my goodness. All right, fam, there you have it. You got your absolutely delicious spare ribs, and take a look at this right here. Yes, sir. Hey, nice, juicy. Hey, that's what you want in a rib, right? Yes, sir. That thing's juicy. Now you already know what I gotta do. Hey, I gotta give the spare rib a taste test. Hey, that's good right there. And that bourbon honey barbecue sauce, hey, that's absolutely fire. And that was a piece of that rib tip right there. We come back and get the actual bone of the rib here. Look at that right there. Clean bite through. Hey, you already know. A clean bite means it's cooked right. It's not overdone, just right. You in the game, fam. Hey, that right there, hey, you gotta get you some wet wipes when you got those juicy, saucy ribs. Now, I got you in the game. Now, if you're new to the channel and you like this content, hey, go ahead, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and share this video with your family and friends, and tell them Cooking with Manual Focus got you in the game. Now, for the Focus family that's been rolling me for a while, you already know what I'm about to do. Hey, it's cookout season. I'm about to smash into these spare ribs, and we'll see you guys on the next recipe. Peace.